Is this thing on? All right, we're good. What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm late. I was having some serious technical difficulties starting up the stream, but welcome to tonight's Raw review for, what is this, May 30th. Happy Memorial's Day to anybody in the services. But yeah, I'm a little bit late here because of those technical difficulties, but I don't have them all ironed out. But we're getting there. I think I got some reconfiguring to do on the back end once this thing is over. Tonight's review is probably going to be a little bit on the short end. Just letting you guys know that. Real quick, anything I need to plug? First of all, Ruru is safe, it looks like. And, okay, in the description section below, this time I'm actually prepared. If you want to support the show, which we eventually will turn into a podcast, if you want to support the show, link will be in the description. Donation link will be in the description if you want to support it live and have your comment read out to the masses. That's cool. I got the live chat right here on the screen. If you guys in the chat can kindly say hi. I see you, Merc, MWS, what's that? Shawnee Miller, King Cobra, Thomas. How are all you guys doing tonight? I'm ready to start this review, and I don't know how people perceive this Raw tonight. For me, it was actually okay. Another thing I need to put over, and if you guys can, I'm actually going to start putting this in my description. It'll be in the description once I finish with the review, but my Discord chat for all wrestling conversation, or, you know, even after wrestling, like, you know, because we usually in there on Mondays and sometimes on NXT nights and definitely heavy on pay-per-view nights. We're in a Discord talking wrestling like a lot, like absurdly a lot, to the point where I can't even keep up with it. What's up, Jake and Bob? And Dante. God, look at all these highs. Everybody's saying hi to YouTube. My man. All right. Hold on, what's that say? I see Ruru name. Your man's Ruru got chill with these accolades. We're gonna talk about Ruru a little bit. I told y'all, man, he's safe. But yeah, gotta put over the Discord chat as well. You know, even when it's just outside of wrestling, when wrestling's not on, a bunch of us are still in there just talking about random things. If you guys are ever bored and, you know, you can't reach your friends, or you just want to hang out and chat about whatever, we're in there chatting pretty much all the time. So I think I plugged everything. Support for the stream is in the description. Discord chat link will be in the description in a minute. Let's get into the Raw review. Let me take a swig for the working man. All right. Also, before we get started, I'm a like whore. Go on ahead and drop a like on the stream just to get us started, because we're going to be dirty like whores today. Completely whores. All right. Now that we got all of the nonsense out of the way, tonight's Raw was fine for me. I wouldn't say it's great. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But I think that they made an attempt in furthering storylines. I think they did a decent job overall with everybody's storyline, but some of them left me confused, especially the Roman and the Reigns / Seth thing. Now, I think I know what they were going for, and we're going to talk about it once we get there. But we need to start off with the opening segment, which was Shane O'Mac. As per usual, the Shane O'Mac. What's up, G's1? I hope I'm saying your name right. You missed all of Raw except for Wapadu. That's all you needed to see, honestly. That's all you needed to see. I'm organized tonight. I'm not fully organized. I'm kind of sort of organized. I was just, again, you know, just a little late because of these technical difficulties right now. We'll get them ironed out. So it started out with Shane, followed up immediately by Stephanie, and they wanted to talk about SmackDown being pushed up to Tuesday, put on the USA Network, and how there's going to be a brand split. They also wanted to put over the fact that they don't have any idea on who's going to be doing what. They don't have it ironed out. New Day comes out, and they want to talk about the possibility of them being split up. And what I got out of that is, it's a possibility that Francesca, the trumpet, or the trombone, whatever, might be in the draft. That would be hilarious if the trombone is in the draft and gets drafted away from New Day. But they were really, what's up, Holman? See, I can't say what's up to everybody. We'll never. I'm saying what's up because all of you guys are familiar names. You hear all the time. Slick Disaster, Colton, like you guys are here all the time. So I don't want to say, Trevor, you're here. You're saying good night. Hey, good night to you. So they didn't like the possibility that they might get split up. And I think it was either Stephanie or Shane. They said, well, they don't necessarily have it ironed out. They said it's a possibility that you could be split up, but they don't necessarily know how they're going to be going about this. They don't know the rules or how. They don't know what they're going to do. Big E wanted to know who's going to be running SmackDown. Who's going to be running what show? They don't have answers. And then they played dodgeball. Big E and Xavier Woods played dodgeball because they were saying that Stephanie and Shane were dodging questions. And the way Big E was dodging, it was funny. But overall, this was a completely meaningless segment because it went nowhere and it told you absolutely nothing. So then they decided they wanted to do a dance-off. They got Shane in there dancing, and this is one of the reasons why people like WWE is more unorganized than Wyzatv. Why is no Soldier 5 times? I'm sorry, Eagles fan. I can't keep doing it. We'll never get to the review. Speaking of the review, let me see how many people we got in here live. But let me make sure I mute myself. There we go. All right, we got 300 in here live. Go on ahead and drop a like on and support the stream. All of that good stuff. So they got Shane, and this is one of the reasons why people like Shane. Shane's not afraid to just go out there and have fun. You know, even if it's him humiliating himself by dancing as bad as he dances, he's still out there having fun. And those things like that is what people remember about you, and those are the things that put you over. First, Stephanie was, not trying to dance, but we've already seen Stephanie dance with New Day when Triple H was in there, and Triple H is like, oh no, we can't have these black burly guys dance with my wife, and Triple H started dancing. So we've seen Stephanie dance with them. I don't know why she didn't want to dance this time. And they finally was done with Shane, thank God. And they were going to dance with Stephanie. Stephanie was about to dance. Because Stephanie she is trying way too hard to be a face. Way too hard. It doesn't seem natural at all. So because she's like, they're talking about Shane's sneakers, talking about how nice the sneakers are. And then Stephanie's like, well, look at my shoes. My shoes are nice. And you're like, yeah, they're okay. Like, she just be trying so hard to fit in. She's definitely a nerd. And now, she's getting ready to dance, and the lights go out. And I'm like, yes, the Vaude gimmicks. That's heat. That's good heat. That was a pretty good way of, cutting off that segment, because it definitely needed to be cut off. Because, again, it wasn't going nowhere. So we got a match with the Vaude gimmicks and the New Day. Which was a match. It was a match that was sort of kind of being dominated by the Vaude gimmicks. Went to commercial break, which is where they got the upper hand, and they came back on commentary and talked about how the Vaudevillains were dominating the match. And I'm like, damn, see, now that's not a good thing, because if they come back from commercial break and the Vaudevillains had the upper hand, and then New Day gets the upper hand right after the commercial break, we never get a chance to see the Vaude gimmicks work on top. So that kind of hurts them if they're not working on top. But thankfully they let these guys work on top, which what it does is it shows that, it shows some sort of faith in the Vaude gimmicks. And judging by how this match ended, the Vaude gimmicks are going to SmackDown. There's nothing for them to do on Raw, trust me. So what we got from this was Anderson and Gallows, Luke Gallows, Doc Gallows, whichever Gallows we're calling them. I'm calling them Festus because WWE has done such a piss poor job with the club that I no longer see Doc Gallows, I see Festus. And it's a shame. But they just come out and attack Xavier Woods and then attack Big E and Kofi. And the thing that I liked about it is there's no hit my music. There's no we're coming down the ramp. None of that. These guys came out the crowd and ambushed That's how it should be. We don't need to know that you're coming down to ambush somebody. We don't need to know that you're coming down to make a save. Don't hit nobody's music. Just go out there and do it. Hey, Jenga Banana. Love you too, man. Hope you're having a good night. So yeah, they attacked New Day. The Vaudevillains gimmicks got disqualified, but they weren't upset about this at all. They assisted them in attacking them. They said, hey, there you go. You guys can have them. And the Vaudevillains gimmicks left. So they're going to be packing their bags for SmackDown, and hopefully they will be getting more attention put on them. That's all I can say. Like right now, I think that the Vaudevillains gimmicks are going to be on TV very, very sparingly until the draft. I don't think we're going to see much of the Vaudevillains gimmicks between now and then. Why? But Festus better than Luke because Festus at least held a tag title. Well, in WWE, but all around the world, Festus and Doc Gallows is a huge difference. The second evolution of J&J Security, close enough. But tonight, they redeemed themselves. They looked strong after attacking the New Day, and I could get with it. We're nearing 400 people watching live. Thank you guys all for coming here. I hope you all are having a good night. The chat is live. And apparently, I'm guessing that, I'll acknowledge it now, and I'm guessing that Golden State won or is still winning. Jenga Banana, I subscribe you, Wyzatv. Well, thank you. Really appreciate it. So, what did we get next? I don't have my gimmick sheet here. Where is my keyboard? Because I don't know what happened in order. I think what we got next was something where I looked at it and I said, yeah, we're cooling down already. But then something big happened. So let me, hope you guys don't mind me. I've messed up my notes here. Right here. Got him. Okay, so after that segment, oh yeah. All right, so we went backstage and we had Apollo Crews' teeth doing push-ups, and Big Show comes out of nowhere, and like Apollo Crews is looking up at a skyscraper. This dude is so fucking short, and Big Show is so fucking tall. And Big Show's like, yo, I don't really give a damn about the new era, the old era, the attitude era. I'm a part of every damn thing, which he pretty much is. Like, Big Show was around during Bruno days. Like, Big Show wrestled Bob Backlund in the Garden. Like, Big Show's mad old. He didn't do those things, but just, he did. Golden State kicked out at 2. All right, we're done with that. Don't derail me. I actually like Big Show in this segment. If we could just get Big Show backstage just talking to guys, or put Big Show in a mentor role of like, not Baron Corbin, but like if they get some other big guys, like maybe, I don't know, like just have Big Show mentor some bigger guy that needs to get over, or maybe have Big Show mentor like a midget, right? That'd be pretty funny. But I like Big Show when he's talking. I don't like him in the ring anymore. So if you could put Big Show on commentary, or you could put him in a managerial role, where the managerial role would be like, you know, a bit of comedy, I would be okay with that. Put him in there with a midget or something. That'd be pretty funny. So he says that Sheamus is just trying to bully him, and he, you know, can't allow himself to get bullied. There you go. Next we have the Usos versus Tyler Breeze and Fandango. And then after that we have Roman Reigns to come out and call out Seth Rollins. And we get back to, see, this is why people will still boo Reigns. And I was listening. I implore you guys. I really recommend that you guys listen to something, because all this time we're all searching around trying to find out what's wrong with Roman Reigns, why people don't like Roman Reigns, why people can't get on the bandwagon of the Roman and the Reigns. And finally, I heard someone hit the nail on the head. Oh, we got a donation from A Young, and he says, so who is the 7th man in the Money in the Bank match? That's a good question, and we'll get to that near the end of the stream, because right now, off the top of my head, I can't think of one. But I'll figure it out by the time we get there. So, also, you guys will notice that we got like maybe a different alert. It didn't pop up in my ear as per usual. I don't know why. Let me test it if you guys don't mind. Oh, that's why. I'm sorry. I have to put in a minimum amount in order for the notification to come up. Okay, there we go. Okay,
this is
so
a test donation for $39.
All right, yeah, it's a test. Gotcha. All right, so real quick, the gimmick there is a little change. In order to get the Naomi, the minimum amount for the Naomi and read the text chat or whatever it's called is $4.20. Yeah, get high on $4.20. Anything under that is going to be that guy, and it's not going to read. Get it? Got it? Done? Cool. Great. So, going back to the Seth, the Roman and the Reigns. What I recommend that you guys listen to is Court Bauer on the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast. He hit the nail on the head. It's pretty much pretty much what a lot of people were saying, how Roman Reigns is being spoon-fed this role. And, being spoon-fed by the Vince. And not necessarily... I'm not one of those guys that thinks Roman Reigns doesn't deserve it. Because everybody that's there right now, all of the younger guys, they all came in like around the same time and after Roman Reigns. So it's like, who could you start grooming up to be the face of the company, right? That's, has that marketable look and all of that jazz that Vince's looks for. It's what Vince's look for. We can't do nothing about it. A lot of these guys are young. So it's kind of tough to put somebody in that position, or it's kind of hard to say that someone else deserves it when they're all young. And if they're not young, they're on their way out, so you can't make faces of the company out of those guys. But one thing that was noted was Vince thought that he wasn't putting Reigns in positions where we would notice that they were aggressively pushing him. Vince didn't know that we noticed it. So, Roman Reigns not losing matches, Vince thought we wouldn't notice it. Roman Reigns Supermaning everything, Vince thought we wouldn't notice the push. Therefore, he kept pushing. And to him, it would be a little secret. So, I really recommend that you guys listen to the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast with Court Bauer. I believe it was last week. It's a very, very good listen. It's very detailed, very informal. And I agreed 1,000% with everything he said with the Roman and the Reigns. Because it's hard to get behind a guy like that when you shove him before the people get a chance to accept him. It's going to be hard for him to ever get over that hurdle because we've already seen what they tried to do. We already seen the position they've tried to put him into. And even if you turn him heel and think like, all right, we're just going to turn him back face later. No, we already know what it is. We already know what the future holds. We wrestling fans tend to like to read a story and not know the ending. But we already know this ending, and if it was something that we didn't accept from the start, we're just not going to be on board with it throughout the entire story. So it's kind of tough for you to do that. Now, how does dude Gino Bananas crazy? Like, what's up with you, man? So he comes out to confront the Seth Rollins, and we go right into I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I'm the guy. And I'm like, see, this is a problem. We can't do that. It's the same promo over and over and over. We can't do that with this guy. It's like, why doesn't anybody there get it? Everybody outside of WWE completely understands what they don't like about the Roman and the Reigns. It's almost as if Vince knows what we don't like about the Roman and the Reigns, and he wants to continuously do it. And like, not just do it in a sense of giving it a little bit of variety and still doing it. No, he's giving you the same exact thing line for line every week since WrestleMania, which was in the beginning of April. I think tomorrow starts June. Like, why is he still saying the same like, that's a big, big issue. Huge issue. So the Seth Rollins comes out. They hit his music. He comes out. He stands at the top of the ramp. He comes down a little bit, stands there. Comes down a little bit more, stands there, goes back up to the top. Just trolling, pretty much. And I swear, all I see, even though this is like a Jericho type of thing, all I saw while looking at Seth Rollins, and I've been seeing this for a couple years now. Seth Rollins just looks like CM Punk. I can't look at Seth Rollins and don't see CM Punk. Like, it's just completely in his face that he looks like CM Punk. So he goes, he grabs a mic, he acts like he's going to talk, he doesn't talk, he drops the mic, then he runs down to the ring, and he stops, and he goes back. And here's what I think they were trying to do. I think that they were trying to put some heat on Seth and take some of the heat off of the Roman and the Reigns. But again, that's one of those things that backfires because it's like WWE trying to make you feel a certain way about somebody and divert the heat towards somebody else. Now, we all know that they're going to be turning the Seth Rollins heel. They may be doing a double heel turn. By the way, I'm going to work on a video, real quick spoiler for you guys that are on the channel. I do wrestling talk here on the channel. This past week, we did top 10 draft picks that might be headed over to SmackDown, and then the top reasons why these top 10 guys won't be leaving SmackDown. I did a couple of videos on that. It's on the channel. Oh my god! Thank you for the donation. I get to take a drink.
Wyzatv, thank you for these reviews, man. You are the reason I still care about wrestling. Keep up the marvelous work.
Thank you, Mr. He, for the donation. And I also want to thank you and everybody else that's here, because if I'm the reason that you guys still care about wrestling, honestly, you guys are the reason why I still watch wrestling. Because if it wasn't for YouTube, and if it wasn't for you guys that are just here and chatting with me and giving me an audience and giving me a platform where I can make Discord chat and bring together like a whole community of us, and we're all in there getting to know one another, honestly, I wouldn't even be watching it anymore. I really wouldn't be watching it anymore. But you guys absolutely, I don't even know if y'all like wrestling. Y'all probably don't like WWE, but y'all like to talk about it. And I'm glad that I'm able to give you guys, I'm glad that I'm actually able to give you guys like a community to chat about it. And eventually I'm gonna start doing some call-ins whenever the hell I learn it. Somebody lob me a tutorial on Twitter teaching me how to do call-ins so I can start doing some damn call-ins. I really want to do them. But yeah, it's as if WWE is trying to divert your attention away, or divert your hate away from Roman Reigns and put it onto Seth. And when people notice that WWE does that, that's when it backfires on them, and people will just hate Reigns even more. So it's a tough position, because they're trying out all of these different fillers, and they're trying out all of these different angles to make sure that this guy stays a babyface. It's just not going to work. He has to be heel. It's his demeanor, it's his attitude, it's his smugness, it's the way he comes off. It's all of that. The guy is a heel, so just turn him heel. He can still be the face of the company. Just turn the guy heel. Give the people a reason to boo. People want CrossFit Jesus to be the babyface. Fuck it. Just give it to him. Just give it to him. What people are not going to get is Roman Reigns not being in the spotlight. That's what you're not about to get. So even if you turn the Roman into Reigns heel, he's still going to be at the top. That part isn't going to change. And I don't know how you guys would react to Roman Reigns being heel and still being on top. But, I mean, I don't know what you guys want, personally. I just want people to just stop booing all the fucking time so we can pay attention. But you know what? Tonight, I'm not against the booing because this segment was absolutely stupid. And it made no sense. Roman Reigns' promo is the exact same promo he's been saying since WrestleMania. And if people want to boo it, you have every right to fucking boo it because you've been hearing it for over 2 months now. Boo the fuck out of it. Seth Rollins coming out and doing what he did, it was just stupid. It was stupid. And I understand where he says, we'll do it on my time and we do things my way around here. I understand that. Oh, now I remember real quick what I wanted to plug in. This week, maybe tomorrow, I might work on it tomorrow. It might come out on Wednesday. I'm going to be doing a video. I'm going to be doing a video on how WWE should book the Shield's reunion. But AJ went and fucked me off tonight by completely spoiling it. What AJ did tonight completely spoils what I was going to, or how I was going to book the Shield. He fucked it up. But I'm still going to put that video out anyway because it's going to be extremely good. My idea, like, what I'll be talking about is going to be good. How the video is executed, y'all just come for me talking anyway, right? So yeah, this segment was stupid. It was just stupid. Let's move along. My guy, Ruru, defeats Zack Ryder with the accolades, suplexes and whatnot. Breaks his back in half because Ruru doesn't give a fuck. Titus comes out to try to make the save. He lays out Rusev. And he gets the crowd with the USA chants. So we're back to racist Rusev where he's going to bury another big black dude. But. My guy Ruru and his title are saved. I told you, man. I told you Rusev was good. He's fine. Backstage, we got Stephanie and Charlotte. Where Stephanie tells Charlotte that she's a waste of talent and she's not the women's champion. She doesn't deserve it. And yada yada. And I'm just like, Stephanie, this just doesn't make sense because you're worse than what you're claiming that Charlotte is. Absolutely fucking worse. This segment was stupid. Maybe if they gave Stephanie a reason to turn face, maybe if we seen something that turned her face, then I could accept this segment here. But it's like everything just seems so forced because we didn't get a natural turn from Stephanie. We just didn't get one. So everything she does and everything she's doing, all of it just feels forced. Phone getting it going off. What's that? Let's see what that is. Oh, Mian. What is it, Stephanie? Whoa. Okay. I'm back. So, next we got Enzo and Cass versus the Dudley. But look, see. Enzo and Cass, Dudleys, literally every week. Literally every week since they've came. From the time they got to the main roster to tonight, every single week, it's them and the Dudleys. And they've gone over every time. What's the point of this? What is the point of this? I swear they better not have a pay-per-view match. They better not. They've been every week since the night after WrestleMania. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. It's not helping these guys. It's not helping Enzo and Cass because it's the same thing all the time. It's no different than the Roman and the Reigns giving you the same promo every week. Here, you're getting the same match every week. The same segment every week when it comes to the Enzo and the Cass and the Dudleys. They gotta stop doing it. So they had a match in which, big whoop, Enzo and Cass wins. Whatever. Next, we get a... Let's try this again. Excuse me. Next, we get Wapadu. Wapadu is here. Birdman hand rub. And because his promo, I don't really want to call it a promo, but he's putting over Memorial Day. He's putting over the U.S. He's putting over the guys in the service, all that good stuff. John Cena knows how to cut a promo. And honestly, John Cena should work with the Roman and the Reigns. Because John Cena, even though people dislike John Cena but respect him, that's what the Roman and the Reigns is missing. Unless you're like completely stubborn or just a complete and absolute unreasonable hater, I'm pretty sure that we all respect John Cena. Whether we don't like his character or how WWE has presented him over the years and how he just never changes anything. Hold up a second. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. There we go. Whether we don't like those things and we don't like those things about him, I think that we all still respect Wapadu. That's what's missing from the Roman and the Reigns, because right now, people aren't liking him and people aren't respecting him. And I don't think that we're given a reason to respect him. We don't have a reason to respect the guy at all. Another thing that's missing from him is he's way too fucking cool. Like, he doesn't emote in his promos. John Cena, when you listening to a John Cena promo and you're watching a John Cena promo, you see how he feels. You feel emotion. You see rage in his face. You see all kinds of different emotions coming out of John Cena. And that's what delivers in a promo. You need that. And if they're going to give you Samoan John Cena as a John Cena 2.0, then he needs to work with John Cena on his promos. He needs to work with John Cena on his promos. Simple as that. Simple as that. This was a very good promo by Cena. Even though it's what we get from him all the time, him putting over the U.S. and he's been doing this for years. All right, I feel you. I don't care. Like, let me hear it come from someone else for once. But just the feeling that he puts into it, it made me pay attention. Then he talks about the new era. And the new era needs to come through him. And he even said it. That he is still the face of this company. We knew that, John. We knew that. AJ's music hits. He comes out, shakes John Cena's hand, and I'm just sitting here, and I'm in the Discord chat. The chat is going crazy at this point, and all I said was, yes. Because I think that a John Cena in an AJ Styles match would be awesome. I think it would be a great match. As long as John Cena doesn't try to be Indies Wapadu. We don't need Indies Wapadu. We don't need a fucking Ricochet Wapadu. We don't need a Ricochet Wapadu. We don't need a oh my god. We don't need ACH Wapadu. We don't need this guy flying all over the ring. If John Cena just wrestles his normal style match, 5 moves of doom, and just wrestle, he could keep up with AJ. I'm sure he could keep up with AJ. He don't have a problem keeping up with anybody. But if he just wrestles a normal match with AJ, it'll be a great match. If they tell a story, it'll be a great match. So when AJ came in there, I said, okay, we're going to get a match with these guys, but they're both face. I wonder how we're going to get to it. So I figured AJ would just come out, tell him he respects him, talks about how he wants this match and how he's wanted to face this guy for a long time. Whoa! Shit. God damn it, that's loud. Let me see what that is. How did that... Soul Brother, how'd you do that? How'd you get the Naomi? Just didn't read it. How'd you get the Naomi? Motherfucker. Wap-I-do, I miss throwback jersey Cena. Thank you, Soul Brother, for the donation. By the way, when AJ came out and that crowd started chanting, let me say this. AJ's not AJ Styles, but this is good. What happened tonight with the crowd was perfect. And it doesn't happen with anyone. I don't see this happen. I haven't seen this happen since CM Punk. What I'm about to tell you. And this is something I want you guys to pay attention to. I know I smarten you up. He's no Osprey Wap-I-do. So everybody's Wap-I-do. I didn't save it. My bad. I thought I did. I'll save it now. Here we go. Thanks, Osiris. So, here's what I want you guys to notice that I noticed during this segment with the crowd. And I haven't heard it since CM Punk. John Cena said when he was on the Steve Austin podcast, not the one that was on the network, but the one that was on, iTunes and whatnot. John Cena said to Austin, he goes out there and he has these matches with the intent of putting guys over. Putting guys over in the sense of having a good match with them. Not putting them over in the sense of them winning. But putting them over in the sense of putting them in a bigger limelight, right? He has every intention on doing that. But there's a couple of things that are holding people back. And it's not his fault. And with this, at first I didn't agree. But I actually thought about it some more, and I 1000% agree with Cena on this. Two things that are wrong with people. One, they don't step up enough. They don't step up enough to put themselves in that position. People are like, everybody's walking on eggshells. People are afraid to speak up for themselves and try to push themselves into that position. They think they're just gonna land there, and they don't want to upset the wrong people, right? That's one. The second thing, and the thing that's the most important, is when people are chanting, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." This is from Cena's mouth. When people are chanting, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks," you know what they aren't chanting? They're not chanting that other person's name at all. That tells you you're not getting over. You're put in the ring with the face of the company. This is your chance to get over. And you can't get that crowd to cheer for you. You can't get that crowd to divert their attention away from cheering for Cena and saying Cena sucks all at the same time. The only person that I saw do it, minus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan as well. Daniel Bryan's another one. Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, to my knowledge, just off the top of my head, they're the only ones that have gone one-on-one. I don't even think Seth Rollins got this attention as well when he faced John Cena for the U.S. title. It was always, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." And I think that the first thing that started it might have been, "Let's go Cena, CM Punk." I don't know. Maybe it started before then. But it happened with CM Punk, "Let's go Cena, CM Punk." And then let's go Cena, or Daniel Bryan, Cena sucks. Daniel Bryan, Cena sucks. So I said, that makes so much sense because other guys aren't putting themselves in position to get over. So tonight, if you pay attention to the crowd, "Let's go Cena, AJ Styles. Let's go Cena, AJ Styles." And I was like, yes, 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 yes. I don't know where Raw was tonight. Let me see. Let me scroll up and see where Raw was tonight. Raw was in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I don't think that that's a big wrestling market. And they were chanting AJ Styles to go along with "Let's go Cena." That's huge. That actually means a lot more than people will probably give that credit for. That's big time. And they did it for all of 3 minutes. These guys couldn't even talk until AJ had to cut him off. So they played the respect role, and out comes Anderson and Gallows. Calling them Gallerson from here on out. I don't know where I heard that from. Maybe I heard it from Solid Monster. He might have botched that and called him Gallerson, but we're calling him Gallerson from now on. That's their tag team name, Gallerson. So they come out and they say, you were just here to kiss up the Cena. We decided we was going to go our separate ways. Our way is to just go on ahead and beat people up, and that includes you, while you're just here kissing this guy's ass. And then AJ attacks the John Cena. And my heart exploded. This is the AJ Styles that I wanted to see since after he came and debuted at the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, sure, he could be babyface. No. This is the AJ Styles I wanted to see since the club came. Since Gallerson came, this is the AJ Styles that I wanted to see. This AJ Styles, yo, just look at the guy. Like, when he attacked the John Cena, and he's too sweetened with the club with Gallerson, tell me that didn't look like a much better AJ. Now when he comes down and that intro hits, that music hits, and he comes down as a heel, that music is going to fit perfectly. Heel AJ is the best AJ. If he comes out, if the next time we see AJ come out and he comes out with that fucking hood, I'm gonna lose my shit. I fucks with heel AJ. Big time. And maybe now he'll start using the Styles Clash more. Maybe the Phenomenal Forearm, because that is a face name. Maybe now we get the Styles Clash. And motherfuckers better not kick out of it. They better, I swear for Jesus sandals, they better not kick out of it. Don't you kick out of that. Don't you kick. Hey, put your legs down. Ain't no kick out. But there's a problem. There is a problem. His first feud is going to be with the John Cena. And that's not good because Wabadu kicks out at 2. Oh, that rhymed accidentally. Wyzatv, after tonight, Finn Balor debut confirmed. I think they might be holding it off to SummerSlam. It's a possibility. Or maybe, no, the next pay-per-view. Because Wabadu is going to try to kick out at 2, and the Phil Bacon is going to make sure that he doesn't. Phil Bacon's coming. We can go on ahead and say Phil Bacon's coming. Hashtag Wabadu kicks out at 2. It rhymes. So, there is one thing that I didn't like about this attack on John Cena. It's just that AJ just kept punching him. That's it. Mounting him and punching him. Then they leave. He runs back to the ring, mount him and punch him. He did this 3 times. And every time I'm like, okay, maybe he's waiting to put the exclamation on by hitting him with the Styles Clash, and then that'd be it. Nope. Just come down and punch him some more. I'm like, no, hit the gimmick clash, please. Hit the gimmick clash. They wouldn't hit the gimmick clash. But it's all good. It's all good. It's fine. We got heel AJ, and that's honestly all we should even really care for. Give me gimmick AJ, and we are good to go. So I was very happy about that as I'm looking for things. Oh, live control room. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry about that. And while I'm in here, what the fluff? Okay, there we go. You're going to take this ad. So yeah, how'd you guys feel about AJ turning heel finally? I see some people were like, fuck AJ, which means that that's a good thing. Stir up attention, man. Stirring it up. I told you guys AJ wasn't buried. They had something for him. I didn't think it was this. I was kind of, I was not depressed, but I was kind of saddened that I thought that they weren't going to go this way because they split him up. But I'm glad that they put him back together. Now, the only issue I have with this is, as of right now, we don't have a reason. But I'm guessing that after the show, they said, let's see, the club to address John Cena's attack. So I guess that they're going to be addressing it next week. So they'll be, they'll talk about it. So that's a good thing. Very, very, very good thing that AJ is heel, and he's going to be working with John Cena. He has to win. He has to fucking win. They have to torment John Cena. And you know what? I honestly think that now we know who Cena's going to have at SummerSlam. It's going to be AJ. They're going to find a way to, over these next couple of pay-per-views, they're going to have Cena and AJ, but Cena won't be able to get away from the gimmick club. And then finally at SummerSlam, they'll get the one-on-one. Or finally at SummerSlam, there'll be a way in which they could get AJ away from the club. But this shit, this shit is going to be flames. This shit is going to be good. Next, we had the Dana Brooke and Natalya. Fuck this match. Ziggler cuts a promo talking about his wrestling skills and arm bars. Gimmick infringement. He's trying to steal Wes Briscoe's arm bar. So we got Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler because Dolph Ziggler wants to be a wrestler. He comes out in wrestling, I'm going to call that a helmet because why the fuck not? His amateur headgear. And as soon as the match starts, he starts he kicks him in the dick. That's what happens. He kicks him in the dick. And he gets on the mic and he says, Dolph Ziggler is disqualified. Yet the loser is still Baron Corbin. I'm like, all right, yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. Next, and we're going to be ending this off because we got to figure out who's going to be the last man in the Money in the Bank. Because it seems like everybody... Oh, shit. When does Randy Orton return? Because oh, shit. When do the Wyatts return? Oh, shit. Bray Wyatt might win the Money in the Bank. One of the things that this match is missing is big time star power. Big time star power. You got your Kevin Owens, and he's getting there. But it's missing that big name. Enter the Bray Wyatt. I forgot about Racist Dean. I ain't get to those guys yet. I ain't get there yet. I think it's Bray. Huh. If Bray's in it, he's winning it. It won't be Kevin Owens. It'll be Bray. Because before Bray got hurt, they were starting to pair him off with the Roman in the Reign. So I think that's where they could go. I can't believe I've been going this long. I think we are almost an hour in, and we're finishing it up. So we got the match with the Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn versus Jericho, Owens, and Del Rio. Not saying it was a bad match because it wasn't. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care because when WWE has a pay-per-view coming up, the way that they promote matches is by putting the guys that are in a match in matches together. Thus stooging off the pay-per-view match that we're going to see in the future. I don't want to see it before the pay-per-view. I don't have anything to say about this match, honestly. I'm trying to think. I have nothing. I mean, the match is... Everybody do this, but I got nothing for you on this match. So, with that being said, for the next 5 minutes, I'll take questions. So, we're going to do some rapid-fire questions to end off the stream. If you guys don't want to stick around for the rapid-fire questions, that's cool. You guys can go. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate you coming. Drop a like on the stream. We're like horse tonight. I'm a like horse, so let's all be like horse together and drop a like on the stream. Myself, I'm going to make a like horse t-shirt. But yeah, we're going to do some rapid fire questioning. If you want to stick around and maybe your question gets answered, we can do that. I'm going to take these questions right here in the chat. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is @Wyzanow, WYZANOW. So, I'm going to wait it up for the... The donation. See, this guy Osiris, he putting the donation thing in there, and it got me to say donation. Who do I see winning the briefcase? Anthony Lee, you might have just got here. Brock versus Ruru. You know a good match that, like if I wanted to fantasy book a match, like complete fantasy, I would love to see a match with Brock Lesnar and in his prime Bam Bam Bigelow. That would be a fucking awesome match. That match would be insane. Who do Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton, and the Wyatts feud with when they return? So, I just put the Wyatts... Well, let me see. This chat is going pretty fast, so I got to slow it down a little bit. Right here. Brock Lesnar... I mean, even though the Bray Wyatt is going to like hold the briefcase if he's in the Money in the Bank, he could still feud with the Brock Lesnar. Randy Orton, on the other hand, maybe he's the one that joins Cena to help go against the Gimmick Club. Maybe, just maybe, until he goes to SmackDown. Leia Key will win the Money in the Bank and challenge Roman Reigns for the championship. And you know who's gonna win? The Roman and the Reigns. I was watching somebody, I don't know who said it, but it was JD. He said that Roman Reigns is going to be the 7th guy. He's going to win the Money in the Bank, and then he's going to cash in on himself. And I thought to myself, and I said, you know who's going to win? Roman Reigns is going to kick out at 2 and whop I do him. Oh, let me take a sip because my throat, hold up. When is Austin Aries joining the main roster, and when is Eric Young joining too? Well, I can't tell you when, but if I want to speculate, I think that they need to both be down in NXT a little bit longer because I don't think that the crowd is really getting behind Austin Aries just yet. But if he comes in with his heel persona, that's all he needs, really. Do you think there might not be a 7th? Because the way it was, they was talking. Seems like no one else is in it. Oh, there's definitely gonna be a 7th, because there always is. There's always is. Brock versus Racist Rusev. Leave my Ruru alone, man. Balor debuts as a heel. I'm kind of against it, but Vince don't give a fuck what you do on NXT, and I need to make sure I remember my rule, and that's the rule. Oh, that's what you did on NXT? Yeah, you're not on NXT anymore. You're going to do what I want you to do. So, doesn't make sense, but I can't forget my rule. Damn it, it's kind of hard to scroll down because if I scroll down, I miss a bunch of you guys' questions if I scroll down just once. Will WWE ever go back to TV 14? Honestly, it doesn't matter if they do. It doesn't matter if they go TVR. They're still going to do the exact same thing. They could do what is it called? They could do, like, I don't want to say extreme, but they could do things that are like kind of borderline, or they could do edgy. They could do edgy TV on PG. They could do edgy on G. They could do edgy anywhere. They just choose not to. It doesn't matter what form of TV they are, what their TV rating is. They just choose not to, and it's all for stockholders and sponsoring shit. That's all it's for. There was a stat that said, damn it, that's 5 minutes. When they put out the rating, there was a stat that showed just how big of a drop off from the Attitude Era to now, just how big of a drop off even the kid demographic is between back then and now. So I don't even think that WWE realizes that PG TV isn't what's supposed to appeal to the kids because they're losing them there too. I'm going to take one more question, then I'm going to get the hell up out of here. How will the brand split affect money in the... All right, I'll take a different question. It won't. It won't. Why do we have the entire U.S. population of... Why do we not have the entire U.S. population of likes right now? Because people's fingers are broken. I understand. But when they go watch Pornhub tonight, all 5 of their fingers and their palm is going to be working. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a good night. And hopefully I see you guys soon. I'll probably stream in the morning. Stream some games. If you guys want to hang around tomorrow, I probably got school and whatnot. And if you don't, I'll be streaming on Twitch. I'll put something on a video on the channel just to show you guys I'm streaming. But I'm out of here. Good night. Wrong button. Oh, whoa. That's not where I want to end the stream. That is not where I want to do it. I want to do it right here.